Good morning, folks. It's Riley here from the Awesome Players Off-Road Motorcycle Club, and it is Saturday morning at 7 a.m. and I'm heading over to Ivan's to pick up him and Frederick. And we're heading to Papineau Labelle. Finally, it looks like I'm going to be able to ride Papineau Labelle. So Ivan put together a nice GPS track. So we're heading out in the truck because it's going to be hot again today. 31, 32 degrees Celsius. So it's kind of nice at the end of the day to ride home. And as you can see, we've reconfigured the old trailer. So now we got one chock in front, two in the back, so we don't have to put a bike backwards. I had the chocks the other way around because I could also fit the Ural in the trailer, but I think this will be a little more useful. And when the time comes where I have to put the Ural in there, I'll just pull the chocks, which only takes about 5 minutes. So let's spool up the big shiny and get the hell out of here. I've been trying to get to Papineau Labelle for years. Ivan took the boys earlier this year and I had something come up so I couldn't go, and in past years it's always fallen through, so I think it's been at least 6-7 years I've always wanted to go to Papineau Labelle, and it always seems to conflict with something else going on in my life, so I'm actually probably a little over excited about going to Papineau Labelle, considering it's not like the Grand Canyon or anything that spectacular, but it's supposed to be good. And I don't know, I'm rambling a bit just because this has kind of been on my little mini bucket list for years, so I'm excited. We have sent Frederick into the Petro T. Where the hell are we?
We are in just south of Namur.
And that
Namur on Road 323. And this is supposed to be the quad parking lot.
But we're not sure.
We're not sure because nobody's here. It's always reassuring when there's already somebody here with a trailer that's dumped off some stuff.
Although we saw another parking back there if this is not parking.
Yeah.
But
we have to do a bit of highway. We'll see.
And the bikes in our new mega setup, that worked really well. Lovely, lovely. And it's what, a little after 9 o'clock, and it's not too hot. It's very nice out. Oh, gonna be a beautiful day. All right, Frederick, what's happening?
My chain is too tight. I've been advised to.
Frederick likes it tight.
Not really. Well, yes, but.
Goes in with the tip, but only for a second.
So what we saw when we were taking Frederick's bike off the trailer was that the chain was tight, but we got the bike off the trailer and the chain was fine. So there's just one spot where it's tight. So once again, when you're doing that chain tension, you got to check everywhere, not just in one spot, because it was really tight. So when the suspension moved through its full stroke, that probably would have been bad news. All right, is it recording?
Yes.
Angle of the dangle looks good?
Looks good.
All right. Hello, Senna.
Say a command.
Intercom 1.
Intercom 1.
Oh, yeah. Antenna should be.
Well, it helps a bit when we're far. All right, so we've got one dead Senna still. Yours is in warranty. My other GoPro just died. Frederick forgot his water hose, so he's going to share with Ivan. But he's going to wear a mask when he drinks, so it will be COVID compliant. And I guess we're ready to go.
My GPS has the phantom commands. I forgot to change the, see, it puts waypoints just because.
Oh, and Ivan's Garmin is acting up. So it's a technological wonderland today.
I'm leading, so there's no problem at all.
Oh, I'm sweating already, boys. It's hot.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, we're all set, all locked up.
Let's do it. And the display on my bike is all fogged up. What a wonderful day. Okay, so should I put my tracks on? So we go what? Where to? Tracks.
check.
PL AM?
AM, yeah. PL.
Go. Okay, I'm loading the track. We'll see if my Garmin's gonna explode because everything's going wrong today. Crap. I'm already lost.
Pretty lost.
Yep.
I see that because I can't see you.
The guy in the van wanted to kill me. But luckily a pedestrian stepped in front of him, so he stopped for the pedestrian.
So we were finally off. As I mentioned in the intro, it had been years and years that I'd been hearing about Papineau Labelle. Lots of guys on the forums have been talking about it, and every time there was a ride organized to get to Papineau, I couldn't make it.
Oh, nice. Starts off with an uphill. Great.
All right. Shake off the cobwebs.
It really had been a strange day so far. Pretty much every piece of electronics we had was acting up. From the Sennas, which is not all that unusual, to our GPSs, and even my second GoPro Hero 8 was on the fritz.
Hello.
I hear you. I don't hear... Hello, Senna.
Say a command.
Intercom 1.
Intercom 1.
Fred was actually using my old Senna because his Senna was in for warranty repair.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
Hello, Senna.
Say a command.
Intercom 1.
Intercom 1.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, this GoPro's still dead. Piece of crap.
The plan for the day was to ride a bunch of abandoned roads. Ivan had some old maps of the park, and being the GPS master, he had gone in and researched a bunch of stuff, as well as dragged up some old routes he had, as well as some stuff he found on the web, and he'd put together a track for the day that was going to take us to a bunch of places none of us had ever been, as well as a few that Ivan had done a couple of years ago.
Junction 2, yeah, there's an old sign, wood sign. So when they leave the wood signs...
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta fuck with my
Holy
my
crap,
GoPro
has
bit
this
here.
ever grown? There were no trees here 2 years ago. But you can see somebody's been going through.
Let's do it.
We'll see how it goes. So I know it was a bit sketchy getting in here, but it looks like somebody's been cutting a trail.
As you can probably hear, we are recording our intercoms. So basically, Ivan had a mic in his helmet going into his GoPro, and I had a mic in my helmet going into the GoPro, and then we each had a second mic in the speaker so that we could record the rest of the guys on the intercom. And this is something you'll see for the 2020 season, although we did have a few teething pains, so it didn't always work as well as it's working right now.
They shut down this road because it was washed down. Okay. And I guess because we're right in a ravine.
Yeah.
And I guess maintaining this year after year. And actually further up, if we kept on going, I would be curious to see if they opened up. Well, probably did. A couple of years ago, there was a lake on top of one of these hills that was made by the beavers.
Yeah.
And the beaver dam let go. And you should see the destruction.
Ah, nice.
The whole mountain came down.
Nice.
Oh, here, yeah.
Now we're gonna drive in the creek.
I guess so. Oh, yeah.
Now, once again, I'm going to say that the GoPro is not doing this hill justice. This was a nice, steep climb.
Oh, gonna be a nice rocky uphill.
Oh, you don't want to fall on the left, do you?
Nope. So you can imagine one spring when the water came down here and just wrecked this road. Woo. Let's see if I can pick a good line here. Yeah, stick to the left.
Okay, left side it is.
This is where it's really nice to have the intercom. If you can't see that person up ahead and they're giving you those little tips to stay to the left and what to avoid, it can make a big difference in everybody getting to the top.
Oh, yeah. There's a little line there right through. You'll see it.
Whoa. Woo! Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
You mangled it a bit, so it's now Now we're in thing.
No, I have no tires. It's nice and smooth. With my slick tires. I can't move a rock. Just make it hard for Riley.
You bastards! Making it ugly. Get your saw out, Ivan. Come on.
Okay.
All right, take 2. What's
Far ahead.
Look ahead. Do not get psyched out. Give her. Beautiful.
Good.
This is one of those climbs where you can't just hold on to the handlebars and use the throttle. You've got to have those 2 fingers on the clutch to modulate the power so you don't just kick out a rock and get stuck.
Make that look easy.
Now look at the ravine here.
Yeah, this would be wet.
Creek.
Yeah, I can imagine in the spring this would be pretty noisy.
Uh-huh.
Now what you're seeing here is pretty typical of a lot of the roads we found inside Papineau Labelle. Because many of these roads were created for logging or other heavy-duty purposes, even the ones that are overgrown that we rode on had a really solid base. So these weren't just trails through the woods. Even the ones that were really overgrown at one point had actually been real roads. And here, this section is really typical of a lot of the more mellow roads that you find inside the park.
Okay, gotta get the bug out of my helmet.
I got one in my mouth, so
Okay.
that one is gone.
You debugged?
Yep, I swallowed it, so.
Oh, I got lunch.
Yep.
All right, it's already 20 past 11. Wow.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention how great it is to have someone like Ivan in the Awesome Players who takes the time to create these routes. So he uses a combination of old tracks from rides we've been on, tracks from rides that he's found on the net, as well as tracks from a lot of the organized rides he's been on over the years, and he slices that all together to create a route like today's. And of course, some of the stuff is just lines on the internet that he's found where we don't actually know how it's going to turn out. On this particular track, there was some indication that there should be a washout up ahead.
4 or 5 4-inch thick, 5-inch thick trees and tie them together.
Oh, wait. Oh, maybe this is the
This is the problem.
this is the problem. Okay, Riley, what's your plan?
Let's look at it. Oh, we can do this. Come on.
Oh, we can maybe get out through there. Let's see if could make a bypass. Oh.
So, we seem to have come to a problem spot. Okay, so here,
If you can get down on that side and it's not too swampage, through the ditch and back up.
you see right there we could climb up.
Yeah.
We just cut those trees. So,
Let's go a little further.
But do we get stuck in the mud right here? That's the thing.
let's check it out. This is pretty soft.
It's pretty fucking steep downhill though.
Yeah, once. Okay, so that's option A.
Oh, that's really fast. No.
So what if we came down here? We make a little bushwhacky.
Yeah, right down this.
Hey, look, this is where people cross. There's tire tracks right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ready for some action? Frederick is going to go first because his bike is lined up on the trail. You can see the trail here.
Yes. After this, it'll be called the trail.
Yes. He's going to make the trail. Ivan's putting the old bug hat on.
Yeah. Because they found us. They found us.
They found us. And as you saw during the walk around, we're trying to avoid this. On the intercom just before we got here, I opened my fat mouth and said, I don't know why people call this a dead end. There's nothing a couple of guys with a rope can't cross. Well, we are about to find out. We got multiple douche ropes. We've got saws. And Frederick has a can-do attitude.
And Will.
Yes.
Well, we'll have Will for the first bite.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we
will part ways.
if we get Frederick across and we're too tired, we will meet him at lunch. Next weekend.
The receiving end.
Ivan's got the low angle shot with his helmet. Here comes Frederick making history by going down. Well, he's making a trail for the rest of us, being such a nice guy. Not bad. Easy as pie. Man, the bugs are really nasty. Oh. No, he's got it.
That was fun.
It was good, no problem. Straight where Riley is, between Riley and the trees.
Follow me!
Follow Riley.
Famous last words. You want to just wait here and we'll get all the bikes here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Very good.
Carefully. Into the brakes. Nice. Over the handlebars.
Not going down.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. Mike said, I don't want to go down. Oh, fuck, that was soft. Root. We're here.
Now the fun part.
Half a turn of wheel spin max allowed up in the uphill.
Don't chew a hole there, so get
No
some
chewing.
speed. No chewing.
Well, that was 2 turns.
He helped it though. He made it better.
That was 2 turns.
That was good.
Riley. Perfect. Not even half a turn is finished.
All right, we made it across the air bridge, and now we're heading off.
You want to lead?
Yeah, sure. I got a track here.
Follow the purple line.
All right. And away we
Tail
go.
end Charlie.
Now I'm front end Charlie.
Up, down.
Ooh, nice breeze. Uh-oh.
What?
Tree down. I think the right looks good. Yep.
Hey.
Got a little ditch. Looking pretty grassy up here, boys. I don't think, well, maybe people have come from the other side.
Oh, I should have looked on the maps where we were while we were stopped.
Make a waypoint.
Seeing exactly, well, the GPS will be stalled there for a
Oh,
while.
look at this. This is beautiful in here. Like a little tunnel.
Hey, nice.
Okay, there's a little hole there. Whew, stay to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the tunnel of love.
That was there's a little tire grabber at one point there. Some logs.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a nice trail to the left there.
yeah, there's lots of stuff in here we got to come back and sniff out.
Yeah, I should say, okay, we're going up 23. Do a little bypass and sniff out some of the trails.
Yep.
Even though Montreal is far from being in the tropics, we do get some good heat and humidity in the summer. We get temperatures in the low to mid 30s Celsius, and it can be quite humid. And when you're trapped in the woods like we were back at the washout, you can work up a pretty good sweat, which is made all the better by the bugs. So it really is nice when you get out of being stuck and get to open up the throttle and get a little wind.
Oh, there's some red tape here. Somebody put some sign in.
Yeah, well, this bit of trail, I don't know. We'll see.
Someone's been in here chainsawing because they cut a tree out of the way.
It's an older trail also.
Oh, just closed in nice and tight now.
It was in between two bigger roads, I think, so we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, okay.
Getting cozy in here.
I've never done this one before either.
Ah, a road. Main road. And
I think cross it and we head back into some.
so we go left
older
here
trails.
just for a little bit. Yeah, I see the trail up there. Nobody bloody coming. Oh. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, not too far.
I actually used rear brake there. I never use rear brake. Oh, there's a big log on the right. If you hit it, you'll know. It sticks up at the height of your chest. Yeah, I like these trees they cut off just off the trail. If you ever went off there, you'd just be impaled. Oh, that's a good mark there, boys.
I heard it.
I'm glad I put my head down for that one. Road.
At this point, we had been rolling for about 3.5 hours, and the route Ivan had put together was turning out to be quite a bit of fun. The next section would include some high-speed dirt roads, which were going to lead us to a trail that Ivan had never done before. This wasn't even a trail he had a GPS track for. This was a trail he had found on an old paper map of the park, and then he had jumped on the computer and found it on the satellite imagery. So this was going to be an interesting one. Just a little hint, in the Awesome Players, this trail is now known as Fred's Trail.
Yeah, I see it.
It's a 90 degree turn coming up.
She's a coming, boys.
And we're going into another, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Is that it? That's it. Missed it. That looks real good. When you can't see it until you're past it, that's always a good sign.
That's always a good sign. Oh yeah. It's not even, let's give it a little taste of a tiny bit of grass in the middle. It's right into the grassy trail.
Yeah. I like this branch. Just hanging there. All right. Well, no, it looks pretty good.
You can usually tell pretty quick how much use a trail is getting by how grassy it is, how many fallen trees there are, and how much you're getting slapped in the face.
Oh yeah, boys. I don't think there was a lot of traffic through there recently. Well, I have to say this year is the best year ever with the comms. Oh yeah, by far.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't these guys always complaining about the Senecom systems? Well, I'll tell you this. Once they came out with the Mesh 2.0, where you didn't have to connect and reconnect, all you had to do was push the mesh button, and anyone else with one of the newer Senas just pushes the mesh button and you're all connected. And when you come in and out of range, it just automatically reconnects. I think part of our problem is we're not the typical user. If you're two guys on cruisers running down the highway 20 feet apart, all of the intercom systems are going to be fine. If you're going to be using an intercom system when it's pouring rain and you're going to be smashing the receiver on the side of your helmet into a million branches, it's a little bit of a different usage case. And certainly we've put these through the test, and we've also tried the Cardos. And we just found the Cardo setup was just much more painful with people coming and going. as well as the fact that the Cardo mount was really flimsy, and a couple of people told us that they've broken a couple of them.
Okay, hey, okay, hold on here, boys. Okay.
Oh, I see a river or a creek or
Yeah, we
something.
got a bridge here that's going to require some thought.
Oh,
I don't love.
Yeah, if
no,
you
no,
call
no,
that
no,
a
no,
bridge,
no. That's not
It's
a bridge.
a NAFA bridge.
Okay, I think we better plan something here.
alrighty.
That bridge looks like if it was covered in 4 feet of snow, maybe.
Oops, sorry.
But that looks, and they're not even tied together. Look. Oh, it's pretty solid.
I guess we'll
Yeah.
walk. But yeah, it's like they don't split open and then your bike falls in between.
Yeah, no, these are not great logs, guys.
No.
Plan B.
Worn out, washed out bridge number 2.
Sketchiness factor 11.
11.
Okay, we're gonna. We didn't want to play on the existing bridge, so we're making.
Existing bridge was sketch factor 12, so we bumped it down to 11. So Riley just happened to be looking at knot videos on YouTube last night.
Yeah. All right.
A little bit to the left.
Okay. Good.
Okay, straight. Oh, and the rear wheel is off.
All right. No problem.
No, but the bridge too is off.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go.
In the belly pan.
And points.
I told you it's heavy.
Okay. More. Go. All right.
Front wheel rolled, front wheel.
Hold it in that uncomfortable.
Ah, that's okay. I can't hold it right like that. It's
Good.
Okay.
Get the motor going and
Yeah. It's time for power.
One of the things most of us carry now on our bikes is a pruning saw. The best brand is a company called Silky, and you can buy them on Amazon pretty reasonably. And that allows you to cut down trees to get them out of the way, to cut them down to make a bridge, or in this case, our little ramp. It even allows you to cut a little stick with a Y in it so that you can prop the bike up if you want to do a tire change. And in the case where you have to create a bypass, it's real handy if you have more than one saw. That combined with the douche rope means you can pretty much get a bike through anything.
motor time. Motor time. Neutraling. Fantastic new tires.
Beautiful. If only you had it on backwards.
Yeah, it would probably help.
Okay, perfect. Sneaks to the left. Perfect.
Trying to get my foot down.
Down. Okay.
Straight. Yeah,
Good.
you're good.
Little to the left. The bridge is crooked. Okay.
Gravity should do its thing.
Watching your wheel. How is it?
How does it look? I can't see it from here.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, good.
Very goodly.
Goodly.
Very goodly.
Good way now.
All right. Engage the pixies.
One of the techniques you're going to see me use here in the next shot is me grabbing the front wheel. And if you ever have to get a bike out of a hole or up a hill, grabbing the front wheel and pulling on it works amazing. It works much, much better than grabbing onto the fairing or some other part of the bike and pulling. It kind of gives the bike two-wheel drive, and you can see here, out of that hole without spinning a tire. Once again we were rolling, and here we're actually on Fred's camera, which we don't use because it's a little bit old when something happened.
Tombé. C'est correct? C'est correct? He fell. Oh!
What?
He fell. He's backwards, kind of pinned under his bike. Holy shit. It's correct? He hurt his arm.
Hey, Frederick. Coming back.
It's got
Coming back.
It's got to sortir. Ça va? Prends une minute, là. Ah, t'as pogné la roche, là.
Ouais, mais écoute,
We have a man down!
je comprends vraiment pas ce qui s'est passé. Écoute, une seconde.
ben, ça prend juste ça. Débit, puis...
Not good. No, doesn't look good. Man, je sais vraiment pas ce qui s'est passé.
Two of each. Well, when Mark fell, the guy gave him like 4 of one and something.
Water in your bottles, too?
I've got water in my.
In your thing? You're okay? You got it down?
Yeah. Grab that water.
Yeah, it's got done.
Okay. All right. There.
Yes.
Yeah, I better have one.
We were pretty sure that Frederick had broken his arm. Not the bone sticking out kind of break, but it was broken nonetheless. Ivan had gone ahead for a few kilometers to check the trail and it looked good, so we decided that this was in the direction of the truck and we didn't want to go back through that ditch. So forward it would be.
Yep. All right, now that we've taken our drugs, the plan is we are going to double Frederick out of here and then come back for his bike. So this is going to be a learning experience. I've doubled my kid on the Husky once. So this will be interesting. Remember to stay 6 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Oops. There you go. Good.
Turn the bike around.
Yep. All right. My backpack's getting light. You know what that means? I'm running out of water. This is all the hallmarks of an awesome player's adventure. We don't know where we're going. Someone's injured. Running low on water. I like it.
Now, in reality, things weren't really that dire. We had a couple of jugs of water in Fred's backpack, and Ivan also had an InReach emergency-style beacon with him. So if things did get really hairy for some unknown reason, we could always push the magic button, and people would know where we were. So we had had a little meeting, and in that meeting, Fred, even though he was pretty convinced his arm was broken, said he was quite okay with being doubled out, and he didn't want to leave his bike behind. So the plan was that we would kind of move Fred ahead on the back of my bike, and then I would double Ivan back to Fred's bike, and then we'd bring Fred's bike forward, which means, of course, we had to ride every section of trail 3 times. It was around 2:30 in the afternoon when we finally got rolling, but this being July in Quebec, we still had plenty of daylight left.
Yep, we are doing 20 kilometers an hour. Okay, that's...
Come close to me. Don't crush my foot. Come right to the edge here. And,
Sorry.
Good. You're under.
We're good.
Good.
Lead the way.
Here, made a mistake further up. The trail I went to the left.
I had no passenger pegs on the Husky, so Fred's feet were kind of dangling, and because of the low speeds, the bike wasn't really getting up to that nice balanced point. This was a section Ivan had already ridden during his little reconnaissance, so we knew for sure this part was going to be okay.
Yep, I did.
Okay, you're right behind me. Good.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
We were having to force our way through a lot of branches and stuff, and I was trying to be conscious of the fact that on the right-hand side, Fred's arm was there, and every now and then a little branch would smack it, and I could feel him tense up a bit, but he was being an incredibly good sport about all of this.
Broke it with your leg?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, with my arms.
I would have heard this. I would have heard the scream. Okay, we're gonna be whacking. I'll stay to the left.
There's going to be a bit of that.
Oh,
Oh, that's fine.
When we did finally get out to the road, we had punched through so many leaves that my boots and my bike were actually green. Every now and then Ivan would get off his bike and move something out of the way to make our passage a little bit smoother.
well, we got water.
Well, this one ain't moving.
Now that one I can hop over. That's juicy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Give it a straighten up as you turn in. Perfect.
Well, the nice thing is we trailered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Still
that's
have
a
to look at it,
blessing.
though.
Because now it would be, oh, we got to get you to kid, we got to come back with a trailer. Oh, man.
Oh.
That would have been
Okay, let me
painful.
see. Oh, watch out, there's a log somewhere left there. Well, just a branch.
Oh, I see it. All right. We're going down.
Shit. Bushwhacking now. Tunnel of love.
Holy shit.
Oh, we may have a problem.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right
no,
there.
no, not bad. No, that's not a problem.
Watch out, there's a hole right here.
Want me to go down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to.
Man, do some thinking. All right.
Yeah. No, well, there's a track. Somebody's been through here on a bike.
Okay, so we'll do it.
I'm gonna walk it across because
Yeah, we can.
no heroics to be done.
No, time for that has
This
passed.
time?
I'll go on this side.
Actually, I'm just gonna engine off,
Dead stick it.
then stick it down and. Because okay, I guess I gotta walk on the other side of this mound.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck, that was soft. You okay?
It's on my foot.
You know?
Ouch.
Now we're fucking not in the right angle of an angle.
Hold on.
Let it drop. Let it go.
It's okay. That's all right.
It's up.
Second gear. Woo. Oh, feel that breeze.
Once again, that little trench didn't look like much, but the sides of it were pretty much vertical. And we had made the decision that we weren't going to take any undue risks. The last thing we needed now was another broken bike or another broken bone. So here I am now. I've got Ivan on the back, and we are heading back to pick up the mighty Honda CRF250.
All right.
We had taken a couple of minutes to stash the Honda down a little side trail here just in case we didn't come back for it.
Right here.
Right here.
Is it there? Looks like a kid's bike on you.
Oh, some air. That feels good.
Air feels good. Gonna get back. I think we get across that ditch. We take a moment, fuel up our bodies, drink a bit of water.
Oh yeah, it's the tunnel of love.
The tunnel of love. Whoa!
Watch out for the big hole before we hit that ditch. Oh, there we are. Oh, nice.
Too lazy. Too lazy to do it any other way. Woohoo! Nice. Alrighty. I'll move forward a bit. There we go.
Okay.
All right, Ivan.
Yeah, give me. Gonna get on.
You are the leader of the pack.
Oh, shoot.
Or in the French version of the song, le chef de l'équipe.
Enough?
Away we go.
Oh, yeah, and away we go.
Oh,
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 side step.
little ditch.
Oh, Lean.
Okay.
Couldn't flip the stand up.
Oh,
First gear.
Oh, here we go. First obstacle.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
You mean
way
like...
to the left.
Okay.
Just, I bashed through right between the tree and the end of the shrubage.
Alrighty, we're coming.
Let me know.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Turn on traction control. Oh, you took down the tree. I was kind to nature.
We just mashed our way through. I used the radiators to force my way through. Is that bad? Oh,
Nope.
2 partridges.
107. Okay, around 110. I'm going to check the GPS again.
Okay.
Oh, more treeage.
If we get to a major obstacle, I'm going to be depressed. Genuinely depressed. So, I vote for no major obstacles. Oh, we're doing a rock solid about 15 kilometers an hour, so that's good.
hey, that's cruise control. Sweet.
Yep. A lot of guys do it. Like one of the
Ooh,
guys.
watch out, there's a ditch there.
I see it. Yeah.
And I got... Yeah, watch out, there's a...
A tiny branch.
Yeah.
That's okay. Stay on. Stay on. There's nothing. Ivan was just overly excited.
Yeah, there's a ruttage here.
Yeah. You were too busy thinking about us. You were worried about us, Ivan. Oh, yeah.
Another creek, but this one you might want to walk
Okay.
because you got to go under a branch into the
All
creek.
right.
It's not...
All right. D-bus,
Yeah.
my friend. See you on the other side. Look, there's a culvert. We have a culvert if you need it.
Ah! My foot slipped off the edge there.
I see. Ah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woo-hoo-hoo. I think if I'd had Frederick on the back, it would have been easier. Could have reached the ground. La 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 la.
Yeah, there's been some squashage here.
Yeah, somebody probably went up to that ditch and said, forget it.
Okay. This one here, gonna go under.
All right.
Watch out, there's a bit of a depression on the right if you put your foot down, but you're so fucking low. Okay, I can't break this one, so.
All right, we'll just proceed with caution.
Oh, it's okay. We'll pass.
You guys are gonna be lower than me with the low rider.
Hey.
All right, good.
Bushwhacking,
left,
but it's
one
so
by the
it's
right.
good.
Oh, 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 oh.
Another twig here to the right. I'm going left. Round it.
Sorry, coming on the
Out.
right. Ow! Ow! Yeah,
Good back there.
yeah, just trying to not hit the right side of the passenger with the branches. Seems
What's
to
up
make
here?
seems to make
Is there
him
a
happy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're doing great, you know.
Oh, oh.
Oh, at the minute,
All right.
Oh.
yeah, somebody bushwhacked here. Something like a little sawing to burn off some excess energy.
It was time to break out the saw again, and one thing I can tell you is that there's a big difference in the quality of these saws. This tree was a little sticky, but Ivan had bought a knockoff saw on Amazon, and I can tell you back to back with the silky saw, it is like night and day. So spend the extra money to get the good saw.
There we go. That's all it needed. Nice. Yeah, all this kind of what I think is trampling or whatever, it might just be wildlife.
Yeah, it might be animals, because when you get to those branches that no one's cut down, that usually means nobody's been through here in a vehicle, because they would move them. Especially if VTT, this guy's not going to duck under it as easy as us.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we got an obstacle. All right. No, not bad. We'll just trim the branches off and go over. Guess so, huh?
it looks like this trail wasn't quite finished with us yet. There was one big tree down here, and it was not in a spot where going around it was going to be easy. You could see Ivan there taking a break. It was hot and humid, and yeah, we were starting to get a little worn out.
And then I think we take a break for a sec.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Here we go. Here we are, folks. We've gone back to get the Honda one more time. So Ivan is once again riding for Big Red. And then we're gonna go back. We got one big log that we trimmed that we got across, and then hopefully we're out of here.
Hopefully it's the last one.
And hopefully once we hit anything like gravel, I'm gonna take off and go get the truck. So here we go. Man, I'm covered in worms.
Oh, those green inchworms?
No, weird brown ones. All kinds of. Look. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
You go first.
Yep.
I don't have the GPS.
I don't have the GPS. You think we collected any ticks?
I think we're too north here still. They
hope so.
don't really have any here, I think. We're limit soon though, in a couple of years.
Yep. Oh, nobody on the back.
Oh, this seat is so comfortable.
Ooh. All right, so I've driven through this tree here 3 times now. Third gear! Woohoo!
This is Ivan riding on the Honda, and every time he got on that Honda, the first thing he said was, "My God, is this seat comfortable?"
We're just lifting the bikes over this log one by one. That's painful.
Now we were at that point where we could really see the light at the end of the tunnel, at least on the GPS tunnel. So we could see the trail here getting nicer, less branches smacking us, and we were less than 1 kilometer from a main road. But if you followed our videos over the years, you know that many times the GPS can lure you down a trail only for you to find there's some insurmountable obstacle before you hit that exit. Luckily, in this case, within a few hundred meters, we popped out onto a main road.
Well, we ain't out yet, are we?
We're out now.
Yeah? Oh, hey! Woo!
I'm going to look on the map. Maybe it's worth going a bit further down.
Okay, well, we should go get the Honda. Right?
Yeah, but if we leave it here, maybe it's just a sec. Maybe
or do you want to leave it there and we'll come back here with the truck?
Maybe it's a bit easier down there. So you don't have to, if you're at an entry point, there's a lodge and a picnic table and shit like that. So.
Okay, so yeah, let's see, because maybe if we can find a place to leave you where there's shade and water and civilization that's not far, we'll do that, and then we'll come and get the Honda.
But there might be a lake, so at least you can go into it. So.
Once again, Ivan jumped on the back of the 701 so we could go get the Honda. Now, one of the things I didn't realize until this whole thing was over is that I had installed a spare ram ball on my rear rack with a clamp so that I could put a GoPro back there, and it was digging into Fred's butt and Ivan's butt the whole time we were doubling, and it was only right at the end that we realized all they had to do was release it and remove it.
Okay, you ready? Gotta get off. Ow! Ivan and I, last time bringing the Honda to the front. Yeehaw!
I stalled it.
Watch out, there's a log here.
Yeah, but this seat is so comfortable.
Just floats. It's amazing how much faster you cover the ground when you're not graced with the presence of another on the back of your bike.
Now, if we bring Fred back to his place, you think his wife is going to kill us or hate us now? Probably.
Well, I don't think I'll ever forget my first trip to Papineau Labelle.
That was a good one.
Yep.
There goes Ivan. He's going to hide the Honda in the woods. And then we're all going to go to the truck. Then we'll come back and get it. That wrist looks bigger than that wrist.
Yeah. I don't know.
You been working out?
I'm gonna find a spot to turn around, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna go a bit further up and turn around. There's a bit of a clearing here.
So I'm gonna double Frederick. We're gonna follow Ivan because he knows where the frig he's going. And we're gonna get to the truck, and then we're gonna come back and pick up Big Red.
Still, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting ride.
Yep.
Still, I don't know, 30K maybe to the truck?
More so de gâteau.
So as you heard, the plan was to go get the truck. I was going to double Fred because he didn't want to stand around in the woods sweating, getting eaten by bugs. And we had a good 30 plus kilometers to go get the truck, then another 30 plus kilometers to come back, and then it was going to take us another 30 plus kilometers to get out of the park. And then we still had to get back to Montreal.
Okie doke.
Let's do it. You ready, sir?
Sadly, I don't have the footage of this, but on our way to the truck, we were actually in a little town, and we were coming up to a crosswalk when all of a sudden a pedestrian just stepped out onto the road, and I had to jam on the brakes, which crushed Fred into my back. And that was actually the only time he ever screamed in pain on this whole ordeal.
If you go too fast, I'll let you know until my intercom dies.
Good plan.
So we're stopped here because there's a sign someone has hand painted that says this road is underwater in 7 kilometers.
So, you know, doing 7K this way and then you realize, nah.
7K there, 7K back, unless we do the long way. So we're waiting for Ivan to navigate. We made it back to Frederick's bike. So we got all 3 bikes in the trailer.
Happy people.
Let's see the different wrist sizes. We got the regular wrist
regular
and
one.
we got
Cow,
the extra large wrist.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have some
swelling, I think, up to here. So, anyway.
have a little medicine, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here because we got about an hour and a half to get home. How's them bugs? Man, those bugs love you.
Yeah.
They're not bothering you much. They're
Well,
really around.
they've been bugging me for
Yep.
that long enough. They said.
Actually, my time assessment was kind of out to lunch because we still had to get out of the park, and the shortest way out of the park was flooded. And with the truck and trailer, we couldn't exactly maintain the same speed we could on the motorcycles. So we were several hours away from being back, and it was now almost 7 o'clock at night.
Il est élastique, mais il est au plus lousse.
Yeah, it's
like
all
this.
right. Now we're getting off the armor.
Okay.
All right.
Just gonna pull straight.
Yeah.
Oh, you go back and you do whatever you want.
exactly.
I'm just gonna hold.
Yes, that's the best way. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, up until there. That's what I was saying.
Something weird there.
No, kidding?
Let's talk about Fred's arm. So Fred had a compression fracture of the radius bone in his arm. So his arm didn't snap like a twig, it was more pushed in, like he stuck his hand out and it got jammed and it broke that way. So on the night in question, we got him home to his wife, and she got him to the hospital before midnight, and they put him in a cast. And then about a week later, he went in and had surgery where they put in a plate. It looks something like this one. This isn't actually the one they put in Fred's arm, but I showed him these pictures, and he said his was the same, but a different color. So they put that plate in with a bunch of screws, which are still there to this day. And then about a month later, they took the final cast off, and Fred did a bunch of physiotherapy, and now his arm is fine. The one thing I should add is that socialized medicine here in Canada, but Fred did know that sometimes you have to wait a long time So right after we crossed the bridge into Hawkesbury, Fred said, "Hey guys, do you mind if we stop and get a bite to eat? Because I probably won't get a chance once I get home and go to the hospital." So we ended up pulling into our old stomping ground, the Deja Vu.
Fred's on his way to the hospital,
Last meal.
but he stopped for beer and pizza.
Beer and pizza before going to the hospital.
Yes. And
And of course, he chose a pizza.
20-ounce beers for the price of 16. Woohoo! Best day ever.
Best day ever.
Best day ever.